Hey Soul Tribe, welcome back. We're going to have a bit of a sneak a peek to see what the universe wants you to know for the week ahead. We're going to have a look at where it is that you've been coming from, where it is you could be going, and we'll get some deep level information to see how it is that you can prepare for the week ahead. As you can see right here, we got a soulmate within your energy, but they may be a little bit guarded at this time. So, that said, let me go ahead, start shuffling and warm up the energy. If we haven't met yet, my name is High Priestess Berry, psychic, medium, and divine channeler, hoping to bring you a message. Now, always remember, my messages are candid, unscripted, but they are also timeless, so please tap into your instincts, listen to your intuition. If there's anything that I talk about that doesn't make any sense, totally fine, do not worry about it. But if this does resonate and you desire to show your support, please make sure to subscribe and share your situations in the comments below. Oh, what do we got right here? Chaos. Oh, lucky you. I honestly think there's a little bit of that laughter. I feel like this week, whatever it is that is going to be coming your way, it's sort of like other people could be bringing the chaos. That soulmate we saw a little bit earlier could be bringing some chaos, but let's go ahead and cut and actually have a look at what's going on from your perspective, because I get the sense, guys, that you're just ready to embrace whatever is going to be next within your timeline. There. Oh, I feel like there's going to be some information coming in. This could be third party information, stuff that you see on social media. But I really feel as though you're going to be getting some information about someone who burned a bridge. I'm feeling a little bit of smug satisfaction just having a look at this energy right here. But like, what just happened? Like, I just want to have a quick look here. Interesting. Like, I feel like you have closed out accounts, and I really feel like you guys are in a really nice position where you have been doing your due diligence to make sure that, what's the word? You've been taking accountability where it is required. Like, it's not as though everything has been a picnic, and it's not as though it's interesting. I feel like you guys know you're not completely blameless in whatever this soulmate situation was with this person you've been interacting with. But where it is that you guys left off, you were just willing to close it down, finish off a cycle, and just to make sure that you have done your due diligence. Wow. Okay. So, what's your mood to kick off the week? Established. Oh, this is neat. Like, I feel like you guys have made this intention to start establishing yourself on the right footing. Like, this feels really, really good. And especially if you had to stand up to somebody or maybe just cut them out. There's a bit of a joke in here of cutting somebody else out of the will, but let's clarify what this mood is. Think of it this way. You have been more than likely setting the intention to get the year off to a good start, to get this week off to a good start. And this new direction that you could be taking, the universe is listening to it. We got the card of the devil underneath here. Like, I feel like your motivations as to why you want to pair up with people, why you want to align with certain soulmates, that's need to that needs to shift. We got the tower right here. Like, that if you start your new cycle, you start the week off with the wrong alliances, with the wrong people, and those who are just interested in bringing their bullshit back. Because some of this gossipy feeling that I'm getting for you guys this week, it's sort of like someone who just wants to show up because they think what they have to say is important. They think what they have to say is absolutely life-shattering. And this is a very quiet moon. It's sort of like, I know that. Like, what you have to say is actually not that important. You have a very self-important person around you. Right. This is somebody that maybe you were married to them. Maybe this could have been a job, something that had a lot to do with you securing some long-term wealth. But Oh my gosh. I really feel like someone's going to be showing up and you know that they're like this. You know that they're this devil. Like, I don't know. It's sort of like, why are you taking the initiative to talk to me? I know it feels a little bit weird, but in many ways, the universe, it feels like it's trying to test you at this time to see if you're ready for the brand new thing. Like, what are you anticipating and dreading this week? Because I, if you're anticipating someone showing up, that could that could leave you feeling a little bit uncomfortable. But what are you anticipating? Masked. Oh, hiding, concealing, deception. Don't worry necessarily about this. Like I really feel like you're doing such a good job keeping your business to yourself, especially whatever agreement you've made. Like this could be literally legal, but I think for you, it's more as though you've made an agreement with the universe, an agreement to your higher self, so that you no longer want to continue to entertain people who they're just kids in like, grown up outfits. And this is really cool. Like, you need to keep something quiet. You know that if you reveal whatever this is supposed to be, like it could go against the legal agreement, it could go against sort of the agreement you made with the universe or your higher self. This is you really thinking long term about your manifestations and knowing that certain people can't go along with you because they'll cause problems. They'll take their cut, and actually some of them they would just reveal information that is just none of other people's business. It's sort of as though you get tattletaled if you're not cautious. Let's just quickly confirm this masked. I want to say masked information redacted. I It's sort of like this is none of their business. Like whoever this is, none of their business. King of Cups. I don't believe the benevolence of this King of Cups right here. This is someone who what's underneath here? We got the Fool, Nine of Pentacles. It's sort of like they want to start something brand new with you. However, because you see them as the Page of Cups, you're actually seeing them for who it is that they are. This is someone who's full of empty promises, and they're coming back and acting as though they are the mature one. And more obnoxiously, it feels like they were always the mature one in the first place, and they're acting like you caught up to them. Like I kind of understand why you are withdrawing yourself from this. There's Queen of Wands. Yeah, they're fake. They're putting on a show. Like I see these two energies together with the Page of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Like they get high off of everybody else's excitement, and this is somebody who likes to stir up a crowd. Like it's okay to be crowd pleasing, but this person does it to really manipulate your emotions. They only care about themselves, and they only want you for as much as you could be useful to them. Knight of Swords. Like this is just you just bucking it for the hills, just recognizing, oh, I see this person for who they are, and you're just ready to move forward. If you see the shoe underneath the Knight of Swords in the Light Seer Tarot, like it's a binary code. It's a little hard to see with my camera, but it's like a bunch of ones and zeros. Like you might just block this person, not even entertain them. Like, and really I feel like the advice is just don't bother giving them the time of day. There's something about your silence rather than drama. This person thrives off of drama, but there's something about you turning your back on it and going towards what makes the most sense. It's going to be your greatest superpower. Like, what is it that you're working on in the 3D? I'm feeling a wee bit nosy. Oh, it's like a need to run away, a vacation. I think if this isn't a literal vacation, it's more that how can you retire from life? How can you retire from the work grind? like I get the I get your intention this week. You need to work on whether if it is your education, maybe learning brand new skills. In some cases, some of you want to start a family and knowing that you can create a safe, lovely environment for those that you love and care about. But there's a shift in the way that you're going to start looking at how you work this week, where you don't need to work until you die. You don't need to enter into codependent agreements. I have to have a mediocre marriage. Otherwise, I can't afford to live. And the way that you are going to be living your life, you'll start seeing the glimmers of that in the week ahead. What do we have? Four of Swords. Like, I really like this. It means you need to rest. You know that you've been overworking and overthinking, and you've been waiting for all the good stuff to show up, but it's still underneath the surface. In a lot of ways, this week, there's stuff that needs to be done, but it feels very inward as opposed to externally trying to get things done. Oh, interesting. Like, the Two of Pentacles wants to show up with the Queen of Swords. Like this person, if they do show up, this is just to give you some contrast to let you know how much you've grown, how much you have found balance in the background and in the foreground. Because it seems like this week you're trying to do way more work in the background, your inner reflection, being honest about what it is you truly want, and paying attention to those red flags. This person is a red flag, and it's just to confirm that you are doing the right thing. So I want to do a quick little game for you. We're having a timeline split. And there's a couple of different ways your week could turn out. I'm going to clear the board here, and I'm going to be grabbing two tarot decks. And what I want you to do is use your intuition, your intuitive knowing, to figure out what timeline you could be on. And hey, if this is resonating with you already, please make sure to take a moment to like this video. Okay, guys, this is how the game is played. I got timeline A and timeline B, but how are you really supposed to know which timeline belongs to you? I got two animals for you to pick from. I got wombat spirit and the butterfly spirit. Give yourself 2 seconds to figure out which one you resonate with the most, wombat or butterfly spirit. Done. All right. So, pile one, who are you? You're going to be wombat spirit. So, when you saw that and you instantly was drawn to the wombat spirit that says be at home, you're going to be pile number one. And if you were drawn towards the butterfly, transformation is beautiful. You're going to be pile two. Check out the timestamps below and get to your refined message. All right, Wombat Spirit, I hope you're feeling all cozy and you are taking advantage of the time that you have with with your home, with your loved ones. And I kind of like that because at the base of the deck, before I go to cut, I got this luxurious Queen of Pentacles. Like whoever it is that you are, you have been so generous and so giving, and it's actually time for you to figure out ways to transmute that back onto yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck. And let's see what we have at the base. Oh, the Hermit. Like, probably going to be spending most of this week solo, being introspective, and you're really being encouraged at this time to really think about what you want in terms of your establishment to feel happy, healthy, and secure. And we all, justice. Wow. And this energy is reminding you you are allowed to take care of yourself. It is not selfish for you to look after yourself. Your theme this week is very heavily weighted on self care. How are others going to be reacting and behaving? Three of Swords. Oh my God, you got so many melodramatic energies around you. Well, I need you right now. Like, don't you understand? I'm going through something. Like, this isn't somebody that actually does depend on you, like a pet or a child or somebody who you have been taking care of. This is somebody that will have no problem blaming you for being selfish just because you know you need to be at home, you know you need to rest, especially for those of you who have been dealing with sickness or even like I feel like some of you have been dealing with sick family members as well. Taking care of our loved ones is equally as exhausting as taking care of ourselves. You're going to have to use your discernment to figure out if this energy really is a priority, but it's a bit of a reminder that just because other people can't take care of themselves, it doesn't mean it's your job. How will you be reacting and responding to this? Oh, this is good. Like wombats, you really have the right idea. If you are having this solo time, like, because we see this hermit at the base over here, really taking the time to deepen your spiritual practice and also deepen your relationship to yourself, you will really begin to see the truth of the types of friendships and alliances that you have made. Because, going back to your main reading, you've had a lot of gossipy people who've had no problem making information a currency, and for all information that they share with you, just know that they are also sharing this information with other people. Just be honest with yourself. If you don't feel comfortable being honest with this person directly, like remember, we have the Knight of Swords. It's like, you know what? I just don't need to communicate with them. I can just move forward with my own life, move forward with my own needs. Because this person, the only way they know how to get help is by being attention seeking, and it's more than likely drained you. But that said, let's ask a fun little question. Will it be a good Friday after this entire week with your experiences? What kind of Friday can you look forward to after taking care of yourself this entire week? Queen of Swords? Wow. Like the Queen of Swords, she who showed up in your main reading over here. Like this is I love this. This is just all your mental space. Like, this is you recognizing how you've allowed other people's thoughts to overtake you and really dictate how you should take care of yourself and take care of your home. Like, you're reestablishing yourself. And the Queen of Swords only speaks when it is necessary. So, this is really nice. Focus more on what is important to you. Write that down. You need to actually start making some thoughtful intentions through journaling, write it on a post-it note, throw it on a whiteboard. There's something about writing down what you know to be true. Like you could always go back and change your mind. That's what justice is all about. But you're being encouraged this week to be a little bit selfish with how it is you need to dictate your needs. This is constructive feedback. This is not taking it so personally. There's a little bit of color in this card. So there's a lot of creativity in terms of how you wish to communicate with this person, what is important. But if you're honest with yourself, you can be honest with this person. So, wombats, take good care of yourself in the week ahead. Make sure you're taking care of your home, taking care of your mental and physical well being. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. And you're welcome to share your experiences in the comments below. And until I see you at the next one, I'm wishing you peace, love, and all the berries. All right, pile two. You picked the butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. And there is a kind reminder in here that the struggle is important to your personal growth, but make sure you're doing things that actually help you. There's a lot of this invasive energy where other people may be trying to get you to do the work for them. And there's something very important about this particular timeline that you have picked, that you can govern how it is you wish to change. And change is beautiful. You're letting go of a previous version of yourself. At the base of the deck, before we go to cut, I have the card of the sun. This week, you may be encouraged to go out, move forward. I think a few of you are going to be settling into your masculine energy. And masculine is about getting the chores done, getting through the task lists, being able to finally power through some very dense energies. This is not a time for you guys specifically to be passive, King of Swords. And you need to be honest with yourself and in some ways be very intentional with what you want to get out of this particular week because this week is setting the tone for the next few months, I'm hearing. And if you can really thoughtfully establish yourself now and get a semblance of balance, you're going to be able to see a beautiful version of yourself that you've never had a chance to experience before after you go to cut. I love it. Look at that. We got the Fool. We got Little Mermaid energy. We've got this brand new beginning. And it's as though you've put in that thoughtful intention to say, you know what? I need to do things on my own terms. Because underneath there, death. We got death along with transformation, transformation, and death. Like, whoever you were, you are really done with how it is you've been doing things. This particular week is a very powerful week for you, pile number two. Let's have a look at how others are behaving around you, sort of as though how they could be treating you or reacting to you during this time. The world. I will say you actually have way more support than you might realize, whether if you've told this energy or this energy has just accepted. There's people around you who recognize you are changing and they have to either accept it or not. They have no choice in this shift that you are experiencing. Like, you are off to a beautiful brand new beginning, and everybody else around you has to accept the change. Some of these energies, they're actually quite celebratory. I don't feel like for you guys, everyone is necessarily your enemy and they are trying to bring you down. I get the sense more that they're celebrating you, they are recognizing your growth. There's a few that may have a very difficult time letting you go, but this is also a lesson for everyone around you what unconditional love truly means, especially now that you feel way more motivated to get yourself established. And I think if I was like a betting person right here, they may actually be encouraged to follow in your footsteps. You feel like a thought leader this week, a change maker, someone who is in a state of leadership and ready to forge a new path, forge a new timeline, in some ways, leaving little breadcrumbs behind so that people can actually benefit from your experience. How are you going to be reacting in this energy? Wow, this is like all major arcana. You have so much support from the universe at this time. This is something you've been working on, something that you asked for and have manifested. Now that you are entering into your masculine energy, it means that you can start making those dreams a reality. When we're in our feminine energy, we have to sit with the thoughts, the intentions, the fantasies, the hopes, the dreams in order to communicate with the universe what it is we really desire to have. But this week there's something about you finally able to anchor it in, and it has a lot to do with your ability to feel unconditional love for yourself. You might have been worried about being a tyrant if you went out on your own. And if you felt as though this was delayed, there was a bit of a mindset that you had to overcome to know that you can get things done and you do have the proper intuition to know who is worth bringing with you and who you can just leave behind. And there's so much acceptance with the people that surround you. So we got to ask the big question. What kind of Friday are you going to be able to look forward to? Will it be a good Friday or will it be a bit of a flop? But kind of based on how I'm feeling it right now, what kind of Friday are you going to have? Epiphany, Epipha Friday. That was a terrible pun. There's actually something by the end of this week. You may be driven, 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 and the moment you finally pause and take a moment to show some gratitude to the universe for all the things that you were able to accomplish, you're just going to get more downloads. You're going to be getting greater epiphanies. whatever it is that you are embarking on, this feels like the first spark and the first light of being able to get all of your theoretical ideas, your imagination, a lot of these transformative ideas, and finally be able to anchor it into the earth. Like, this is going to be a really fun Friday. Like, you're going to be out and about all week doing all the things, but Friday feels like you're going to go a little bit introvert just because you need to get it all down. You just want to be able to express yourself, whether that's through painting or writing. There's a chance for you to really dig into your creative energy and use this week as a bit of a template so that you can start making a habit of getting this stuff done, but still being able to bring it back to you and re engage with your creativity. So, butterflies, continue transforming, work through the struggle. It's giving you a lot of inspiration during this time. If this resonated with you, please make sure to like the video on the way out. And if you found this helpful and you need some more support as you go through the weeks ahead, make sure that you subscribe. And until I see you at the next one, I'm wishing you peace, love, and all the berries. Bye.